Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Shots Fired Podcast DFW. We're getting into some comments that Mike has been kind of going back and forth with after San Francisco dominated the Cowboys in a rout last weekend. And you would think after the butt cutting that the Cowboys got, you'd be humble. You would have gotten humbled. You would have taken a seat and said, you know what? I concede you guys are next level. You're in the upper echelon and we're not there. It's clear as day
Yep.
by that game, top to bottom, front to back. There was no doubt who the better team was on that field. You play that game 10 times, San Francisco wins 9, if not all 10 of those games.
True.
And you can't change my mind.
Facts.
Micah has the audacity, and I love his competitive spirit, but at some point you have to be a realist. You have to be not delusional. You have to be honest with yourself that what you think this team is, they're not. And Micah's out there after that game, after that ass whooping, and he's like, I think we had the same amount of talent as the 49ers. I don't think they're better than us. I think we're on the same level.
Fake news.
Nothing you put on tape last weekend indicates any of that is factual. The facts are you got manhandled start to finish. You got outplayed, outcoached.
Out everything.
There was no doubt left on that field who the better team was. And that's been the last 3 times you've played the 49ers.
Facts.
And yet you're still coming out here saying stupid stuff. Maybe stupid's a bad word. I shouldn't have said that.
No. Say it.
It's delusional. You know what I'm saying? It's not realistic. What you have out there on tape, it's on tape. Film don't lie.
It don't. It really don't.
So he starts talking about how the Cowboys are on the same level. Da 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 da. He starts talking about how it's going to be personal next time.
It should have been personal this time.
And
And all the other times.
Exactly. Deebo Samuel comes in and he starts chirping back at Micah. And Micah's like, oh, it's going to be personal next time. I'm like, why was it not personal the last 3 times you've gotten your ass handed to you? Why is it not personal then? Why does it take 3 butt cuttings in front of the entire nation for you to finally figure out, hey, maybe we should take this personal? I don't understand. He doesn't have any grounds to stand on. He has no leg to stand on. He has nothing factual to
back up
support
what he's
those
saying.
claims.
Yeah. I agree. 100%.
And he won't shut the hell up. Shut up. Be quiet. Let your play on the field
Talk.
speak for you.
Yep.
Julio, I'll drop it over to you. What was the one thing that we always got told from the time you learn to play ball as you're continuing on? Let your play speak for you on the field. Is that not correct?
No, that's 100% correct. Oh man, where to begin on this? I agree with you to a certain degree. Yes, we got outplayed. Yes, we got outcoached. Yes, we got out everything last week. I'm not going to take anything away from the 49ers. They had the game plan together. They had, their offensive scheme together, the defensive scheme together in order for them to beat us in that game. Now, when it comes to the comments that Micah made, Unfortunately, I don't agree with you. So as far as that goes, you know, again, I believe, and again, you can shake your head all you want. I believe that yes, we do have a team that matches the same energy that the 49ers did. We might not have shown that last
No,
week.
sir.
We didn't. And I'm not going to disagree with you
What
on
have
that part.
you
Hold on.
seen?
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not going to disagree with you on that part as far as we didn't show that last week. We got our asses handed to us. Point blank and simple. There's no finer point to that. It is what it is. An ass whooping is an ass whooping. No matter how you color it, no matter how you put it, it is what it is. We got our asses handed to us. Now, mind you, I still think as a fan or as a Cowboy enthusiast, if you want to put it that way, that yes, we do have a team that can compete with that team. I don't think that that truly showed what the Cowboys have. I don't think that it truly showed um, what we're capable of. I think that again, like you said, like you mentioned before, we got out coached, we were out schemed, we weren't prepared for that game whatsoever, even though we should have gone in there with a better mindset to go in there a lot better than a lot more focused than what we were this past weekend, right?
You're
So
playing a historically rival team, right?
yes, we are, and we
What
are,
what more did you need to get up for that game?
but here's the thing, again, a lot of people play so much into that because it is a historic, there is history there. 49ers and the Cowboys. It goes way back into where we were winning championships and then we lost one of the NFC championships to them so that way they could go on to the Super Bowl, things of that nature. And I get that. I get that part of it. But at the end of the day, it's a regular season game.
No,
It is a regular season game.
it's still a rival game. When y'all
It is
played
a
South,
rival game.
hold
I
on.
mean,
When y'all
okay,
played South, was it?
wait. Before you get into that right this whole it's a rival game, think about it. Our rivals, technically, our rivals are going to be the New York Giants, the
The
Washington
Eagles.
Commanders, and the Eagles, because they're in our division. Yes or no? Can we all agree on that? Yes or no?
That's division rivalry. Yes.
Those are
Yeah.
our division
Sure.
rivals.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when we really look at the games that count, when we play the Giants, when we play the Commanders, when we play the Eagles, those are games that count
They
because
all
they're in our division.
count.
They all count, and this one should have counted because of the historic rivalry between
What do
the
you
two.
mean? We look at
This should have
the
counted
6
more
games
than
and those count.
So
They
how
all
does this game
count.
so how does this game overshadow all the rest of the games?
This game matters more because this is the measuring stick of the NFC. This is a team that if you want to make the playoffs, when you get in there, if you get in there, that's a team you
you're gonna have to
most
see them.
likely are going to have to see again. And
Yep.
you just showed your ass on national TV to the world.
So then let me stop you. So then let me stop you. So let's say, and this is just speaking hypothetically, of course, because we're not in the postseason yet. But let's just say we do see them in the postseason. If we make it to the postseason, when we make it to the postseason, I'm gonna say. So when we see them in the postseason and we win that game, then what? Will it be
What in
considered a
the
fluke?
hell have you
So will it
seen
be so
to
will
make
it be
you think
considered a
they're going to
fluke?
win that
So
game?
will it be considered a fluke when we make it
Yes,
to the postseason
that
when
would
we
be
beat
an
them?
upset. That is an upset if the
That would be
Cowboys
an
win that
upset.
game.
We are
That'd be an
talking in
upset.
hypotheticals, and the bottom line is we got our asses whooped. There's
We
no way
did.
around it.
I'm
We
not
shouldn't be
arguing that.
we shouldn't be like this whole Micah Parsons, want to take it personal. This reminds me of the whole Dak Prescott, you want to get me pissed off thing. Look, bro, at the end of the day, like y'all said, let your play speak and quit speaking. Go out there
Stop,
and win the goddamn game. I
stop
mean,
talking about it and be
be
about it.
about it. because, like, I mean, I agree with you, Joe. This is the measuring stick of the NFC, and honestly, it looked like the measuring stick of the NFL. You can
One hundred
say
Very
percent.
much so.
you can
Yep.
Yeah,
honestly you can. I mean, some people will go Chiefs, but you can say that the 49ers are the best team in the league right now. And people will argue with you and say the Chiefs are because of Patrick Mahomes, but
49ers look complete all the way around.
all the
Offense,
way
defense,
around.
special
it's a
teams.
complete
At
package.
no point in any game this season, even with the points that we put up on the board, have I seen that the Cowboys are the best team in the NFL.
And
I have not seen that.
I don't
What I will
even
say is, as we were speaking in hypotheticals, when we see the 49ers again, should we win that game, it will be considered a fluke unless we just take off and we don't lose no other games and we win them in deciding fashion. If we don't win in deciding fashion and we coming down to, it's 3 points here and we just winning by field goals and we still not putting up no points, we are a fluke, a mockery of a team right
yep.
now, and that's
Fugazi.
and I hate to say it, but the Cowboys of last year look better than the Cowboys of this year.
They do.
Yep.
They do.
At
You
least
got a point.
offensively.
Something's missing. Energy, leadership on both sides of the ball. Not just I ain't talking about just Dak. I'm talking about defense as well. To me, if you lose that bad, your quote unquote leader on defense shouldn't be talking shit. It should be we need to, get back in the film room. We need to figure out what we did wrong, and that's that. Not it's personal now. Like you said, Joe. It should have been personal. It should have been
Yeah.
personal 3 years ago.
Yep.
Um, and when you have your own safety not having your back and saying what he said about the Kittle situation, I mean, it kind of
So for anybody that's not too familiar, after George Kittle scores 3 touchdowns on the Cowboys, he raises his jersey and he's got a F Dallas t-shirt on underneath. And so, Micah's, chirping. And Jayron Kearse comes in behind him and he's like, I don't think you did anything wrong. Bottom line is if you got a problem with him showing his shirt like that, keep him out of the end zone. Don't give him a reason to
to
celebrate.
celebrate. Yeah, 100%.
And we couldn't do it. He got in there 3 times.
42-10.
42-10.
42-10, and you want to talk shit. You
Like
can't.
like like y'all right here with one another about to really be competitive. I have not seen anything that would indicate that we are on the level of the 49ers. It's just not realistic. Julio, I respect a lot of your passion for the Cowboys. I sincerely do. But I think in that case, you're being a homer. You're not being honest with yourself. I don't, I start to begin to think that we evaluate our players being better than they actually are because they're Cowboys. And I don't know if that's just a case of, hey, we're from Dallas, we love the
No,
Cowboys, so we put these guys on a pedestal and they're not there.
No,
that's that
no, it's
whole
not even
mystique
that.
of it being they're being on America's team. That's what to me that's what that is. Oh, they play for America's team. They're on the upper echelon of, you know, of a football player because the Cowboys
Here's the
won them. They
thing.
got them.
And here's the thing with that, guys, is that let's be real. If we're going to talk about on that side of it, let's be realistic. Our expectations as Cowboy fans is way up here. We expect them to play like the 93 Cowboys, like the 96 Cowboys, like the 95 Cowboys. We expect them to meet the level that we've seen because we've seen 3 championships come through here.
92,
we
93,
expect
95.
Exactly. So we expect them again. How many times have we had this conversation to where every quarterback that plays for the Cowboys, you compare him to who?
Troy
Troy
Aikman.
Aikman.
Troy Aikman. Exactly. Why? Because he won 3 Super Bowls.
Not
He set
only
the
that,
standard.
not only
He
that,
set the
that was
standard. Okay.
that was the in our era.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
the
So
best
stop.
quarterback.
So stop. So then after that, you mock every wide receiver after who? After Michael Irvin and Drew Pearson. Even though Drew Pearson had 88 before him, you still mock everybody after Michael Irvin. Anybody who wears 88, whether it be Des Bryant, whether it be Drew Pearson, whether it be Michael Irvin, whoever the hell it is, CeeDee Lamb, whoever the hell it is, you mock them after whoever came before them that played great.
Well, you retired that jersey. It should have been retired after Michael Irvin.
It should have. It should have. But yet we still forced it upon CD. And now we have that same expectation. You're wearing 88. You have that same expectation that we have, as far as if you're wearing 88, you got to be a playmaker, just like the playmaker was. Because that's
CD
what
didn't even want to be 88. CD didn't want that number.
He forced that on him. Just like
they
forced
it.
They forced it on Dez.
So now you have all these high expectations that we have as fans, and we expect them to play at that level. We expect them to, if they did it before, why the hell can't we do it now? Why the hell can't we pound the ball? Why the hell can't we have a quarterback that's consistent and accurate, just like Troy Aikman was, now that we have Dakota Prescott? Why can't we have that?
Listen, if Troy did it with concussions, getting
Troy
killed,
had the best line in the league.
Hold on. Did he have
Troy
a concussion problem?
Had the best line in the league, bro.
Did he?
The best line in the league.
Cool. Did he or did he not retire with concussion issues?
How many times was Larry Allen hurt?
No.
Eric Williams.
But
or Mark Tooney.
He had the best line.
How many times were they hurt?
Hold on. He had the best line, correct?
Yes, he did.
And he still retired with concussion issues.
That line was not there when he retired with concussion issues.
No, but he still got killed, correct? Let me get to my point, because nowadays you can't kill a quarterback the way you could kill a quarterback back in the day.
That's true.
You can't unload.
So should your quarterback be even better now?
100%. That's my point. And it's not.
No.
And there's a reason. Like, what's the reason? What's the reason? You got all this protection, but yet you're not above Troy Aikman. And to me,
neither was Tony. Neither was Tony.
Exactly. So why?
But that's because you don't just grow Hall of Fame quarterbacks, bro. Troy Aikman was the anomaly. He was not the rule. You know what I mean? And you also got to think Troy Aikman was a first-round pick, and you have Romo, who was, I believe, undrafted, and Dak, who was a fourth-round pick. Yep. So you're comparing apples and oranges. You're looking at level of talent back then to now. You're also looking at change of the game back then to now. So you can't look at
as a
Dak
field
and
at
Tony
his house.
You can't look at Dak and Tony and be like, well, why weren't they as good as Troy Aikman?
I repeat, Dak has a field at his house.
What does that matter?
I guarantee you.
What does that matter?
I guarantee you Troy did not have no damn field at his house.
Troy lived in Valley Range.
Exactly. So he didn't have a field at his house.
Because he had Jimmy pushing him. Right. He had Jimmy pushing him, making sure that he was ready. Troy Aikman was a guy that was about his business.
Troy Aikman was a fucking general. He was a general on the field.
Football was first. But having a football field in your backyard doesn't mean
Got a
anything.
damn quarterback crying over here over his best friend and shit.
Oh,
That's
my
what we
God.
got.
And you,
Don't
and you
get me
see what I
started, bro.
mean?
Don't get me
That's
started.
the thing. But no. But that's the thing. It's always a comparison. It's always, well, Troy did this, and Troy didn't have this, or Troy didn't have
Cool.
that. But
Well,
yet
hey,
he was a general. He was a general. And
he
yet
was.
Dakota Prescott has a damn football field in his backyard, and he can't lead the Cowboys. Are you serious right now? Come on, man. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing
It
to
don't.
do with that.
It don't.
It don't.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with that.
Tell us what it has to do with then.
It's just, again, like you just mentioned a little while ago, Troy had a different perspective to the game. He put football first. He made sure that he knew what the hell he was doing, what plays he was running. He was football first. It was always football first.
Let me pause you right there, and then I'll let you pick back up. If Troy Aikman's football first, which I agree he was, we all agree he was.
Yes, he was.
Wouldn't you want that from your future quarterbacks as well? Wouldn't you want Dak to be that guy?
Of course, you would want that.
So Dak not
but
being
is
that
everybody
guy,
but is everybody cut from the same mold? Is everybody the exact
you want
thing?
that from your leader.
You want that.
And
You
your
want that,
quarterback
yeah.
is your leader.
Of course you want that. But does everybody practice the same way of playing? Does Tony Romo follow the footsteps of Troy Aikman? Who was our next great quarterback after Troy Aikman?
Tony Romo.
Because the only one that was before Troy Aikman was who?
Roger Staubach.
Okay. Nobody mentions Danny White. Nobody mentions any of the other quarterbacks in between the time that Roger left until Troy hit, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, because that's when the winning happened again.
Again, of course.
We didn't win.
I don't hear anybody talking about Quincy Carter. I don't hear anybody talking about Vinny Testaverde. I don't hear anybody talking about
do not slander
Drew Bledsoe. I don't hear anybody talking about any other quarterback until we get a winning quarterback. Once the quarterback starts winning, then we start comparing them to the greats that fell before.
Because winning makes you great.
Hold on, let me get this out, Joe. If Q Card didn't have drug issues,
oh my God,
he would have been a great quarterback. Under Bill Parcells, he would have been a great quarterback. Hear me out. I'm dead serious. He would have been a great
y'all
quarterback.
Call me delusional.
That's not delusional. Okay. That's not delusional.
I can't go there. I can't go that far.
I'm telling you. Parcells liked him, but he had drug issues. And he would have been great under Parcells. I guarantee you.
All I can tell you is at this point, we're running a little bit long, but at this point, Micah, the defense, the hot noise, not the hot boys, the hot noise. Talk Lawrence, not Tank Lawrence, Talk Lawrence. All them guys, they need to be quiet.
Shut your mouth.
When you beat a team that's worth a damn and it matters, then we'll talk about it. But when you're beating up teams you're supposed to beat up on consistently, and when you play a team that's worth a damn, you lose, shut up.
Drastically.
You don't have any reason to be able to speak up.
So let me ask this.
You do something.
Let me jump in real quick.
First. Piss a drop.
Let me ask this then. So all the other games that we have this year, because we already played the 49ers, we lost. That was a game we lost. I'm not going to say nothing else about that. 42-10, it's a loss. So moving forward for the rest of our schedule, which team do we have to beat in order for us to show or prove ourselves, not only to Cowboy Nation, but to the rest of the league that we're for real? What other team do we have to beat?
I mean, pull up the schedule. Obviously, you got to beat Philly.
Okay. Outside of Philly, who else?
Pull up the schedule. You got to beat the Chargers.
I'm looking at the schedule right now. We got the Chargers next. After that, we have a bye after the Chargers, then the Rams, then
You
the
gotta beat the
Eagles, then the
Rams.
Giants, then the Giants,
Yep.
then the Panthers, then the Commanders, Seahawks, Eagles, Bills,
Seahawks,
Dolphins,
Bills, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I mean, you got a
The
murderer's
rest,
row.
Lions,
the rest
Lions,
of the
and
schedule.
Commanders.
You
The rest
got
of
a
the schedule.
murderer's row of contenders there.
Okay, so again, I know we're speaking in hypotheticals here, but let's just say the Cowboys lose maybe one more game through the rest of their season, or two, maybe at that. That
Julio,
you guys might say
that's not even a realistic
no.
hypothetical.
No, it is a realistic. We
It's
were
not
talking.
realistic,
What
bro.
were we like? What was our end of season record last year?
Bro, I don't even remember last year. All I know is we got bounced in the playoffs. But
That's all everybody
who
remembers.
bounced us in the playoffs last year?
But that's the thing.
Who
But that's
bounced us
the thing.
last year?
But that's the
49ers?
Who
thing.
bounced us the year before?
Everybody's, and that's
49ers?
everybody's
Just
perception.
wondering. Just
It doesn't
wondering.
matter whether we have a winning record at the end of the season or not, because even if we have a winning record in the season and we go to the playoffs and we lose
does a winning record in the regular season matter when you can't win a playoff game? What does a regular season matter?
So here's the thing. So then, if we win in the playoffs, then why doesn't anybody make a big deal out of it? Unless we make it to the Super Bowl.
Because we haven't won in the playoffs.
What do you mean we haven't? We made it to the second round.
We beat the Buccaneers and then got our ass handed to us by the 49ers.
In the second round.
Okay,
and yet it's still,
what does that
and
matter?
yet it's still not good enough. And
no,
yet it's still not good enough.
You're right. It's not.
Why?
It's not.
Why?
Because it's not winning.
Oh my God.
Oh,
you know what?
Oh, I got to go participate. I should feel happy. That's a participation trophy mindset. Get to the championship game. Get to the Super Bowl. If you lose in one of those games, you know what? Damn, we were close. Julio out here like, oh, we get a participation trophy.
We haven't been back to the Super Bowl.
That don't mean shit.
27 years.
That don't mean shit. Because I'll tell you what. You won't be saying the same shit if we make it to the NFC Championship or to the fucking Super Bowl and we lose a fucking game to either one of those. You're gonna be like, oh, the Cowboys still fucking suck.
No,
because we couldn't make it.
Not.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely not. Why? That's what I'm saying, bro. When you get on the doorstep and you come up short, hey, it was better than last year. There was improvement. It's better than last year. Does it suck? Yes. Does it hurt? Yes. But there's improvement. You're beating some good teams to get to that point. And if you lose, you're losing to a team that could win the Super Bowl, as opposed to
and yet even when we lose those games, the media and everybody else will play it off as, oh, well, y'all only beat whoever the hell was there to make it to the NFC Championship. Oh, you only beat whatever the fuck team was there in order for y'all to make it to the Super Bowl. It didn't prove anything. You guys still suck.
You're all in your feelings over what other people think. What do you think? What do you think?
I think we're gonna win the fucking Super Bowl. Plain and simple.
Okay. I mean, you're entitled to that opinion. My thing
I am.
Why do you get your feelings hurt saying, "Oh, the media is still going to talk about it"? Doesn't matter.
Because it's always the same thing. It always comes
what
up.
The media says.
If it didn't matter, why does everybody talk about it?
If you think it's okay to participate and get a little participation trophy, but you didn't get any better than you did last year, but you still made the playoffs, so that's your consolation prize. Can't nobody take that from you, bro. Can't nobody say, you know what, that's wrong. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Yeah. All I'm saying is be realistic when you look at that murderer's row of games, and then you have the audacity to be like, if the Cowboys lose one, maybe two more games. I'm like, bro, that's not realistic.
I'm gonna tell you this: there is no way in hell that we lose maybe one or two more games. We're gonna lose a lot.
We are going to lose a lot.
Okay. Well,
I don't think it's going to be
their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
I don't think it's going to be a lot, but I do think, we'll probably lose.
You're saying we're going to get in the playoff with the 500. That's basically what you're saying.
No,
I guarantee
you won't make the playoffs with a 500 record.
Barely over a 500 record. Let's just
we're
put it
losing.
I
losing
think
Rams.
We'll probably go 12-5, maybe 11-6. Could even be 10-7, bro.
I can see 11-6 because
I mean
Dolphins.
That's just realistic. Dolphins is going to be a
Rams.
Rams is you're 50-50 with the Rams.
What was up? Eagles.
Lions.
That's gonna be a tough one. Lions.
You're gonna hopefully split the series with the Eagles.
We'll see.
Okay.
Detroit, they want it more than we do.
Okay.
So
Detroit's a totally different team, like you said earlier. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see for sure.
Yep.
We're the same team. It is what it is.
Because we are who we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Well, folks, with that being said, we'd like to thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time, your patience. We hope you enjoyed this spirited debate. And
we're all friends on this podcast.
Absolutely.
We are.
100%.
We are.
So with that being said, we'll see you in the next one. Holla at your boy.